swinging out the window. I'm a nuts out, clapped out, big 40 balls and tell me who.
How y'all doing, y'all? How y'all doing today? So, I'll be honest. I tried to do an intro like 6 times, like the murder mystery type of people, but this is not how it's about to. This is not how it's gonna go. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this dude, Tashimi Ochirami. It's a dude that was doing plastic surgery on himself to stay alive and like stay hidden from the public. And his story's I've never heard of the story. It's a new murder mystery to me, and I ain't no murder mystery type person, but I think I heard most of them. And it's Halloween time, that Jeffrey Dahmer stuff happening. And I think y'all, might want to hear like a little murder mystery, tired of the reviews, tired of this, that. But if you ain't tired of reviews, go watch them because they good. Anyway, and I don't know. If y'all don't like the intro, fuck it. Cause shit, I can't do it. I was gonna do something. Hi, it's a great day today. I don't know. It's a murder mystery. And I was gonna come with the facts and come with everything and stare at the camera. And I had even a piece of paper right here, like with shit on it. Like, nah, bro, we got Google. So I'm gonna just tell y'all the story. So if you don't know the story, this man, we gonna call him Tat. We gonna call him Tat right now. We gonna call him Tat. This man Tat was on a crazy, a crazy spree, murderer. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. A rapist, and a lot of other things. So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. This dude was born in 1979. So 1979, he ain't too this out of the motherfucking disproportionate, bro. He ain't disproportionate, bro. He watched some anime. He kind of weird. Anime is not weird, but I'm talking about him. If you catch on to the stuff they be doing, it is kind of weird. He was born in Tokyo, Japan, and he only had he only had one victim, so there really wasn't much killing going on per se, but it was more like the search for him was more dangerous than anything, because looking for someone that changed their face to look like someone else by themselves is crazy. And then I can continue. So give y'all a rundown. So like it like these stories be so complex, so you got to give like the backstory and then the front story about it, stuff like that. Y'all get me. Y'all, you not new to this, but he was like I said, born in Tokyo. His mother was a dentist and his father was a medical doctor. So that's what I'm saying. Like these type of like brain stuff that be going on is so crazy, because your mom is a dentist and your dad is a medical doctor. Don't know what medical doctor means, but like something in the medical field in a doctor could be a motherfucking, I don't know. Anyway, like you weren't lacking anything, and even in Tokyo, like that's breaded up. Like I don't know, but that should be breaded up, nigga. You don't like anyway. And then it says after graduating from the department of horticulture at Chiba University in 2005, he didn't work, and his parents was paying him 100,000 yen, and around I think like that's like the living wage was about 600 to 760 at that time. That's crazy. And he was getting that from his parents. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and so we can fast forward. Tat previously had, we're calling him Tat. Remember that. Calling him Tat. He previously had no convictions whatsoever. Well, he had no convictions whatsoever. But there was allegation where there was an theft and injury about 6 years before the murder, and allegedly someone said that he was attacked by a woman, and that he was trying to defend himself, and in that way of defending himself, they kind of got in a scuffle, and this happened. Like it was kind of like they thought it was a robbery, but he was kind of assaulted during it. Like she thought it was a robbery, but then like he probably tried, like, I don't know. 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 Like the Jeffrey Dahmer shit, like you would never know. Like they let people off cases for no reason. And then like they could just say, well, fuck it. But it was an alleged case and he settled it out in court. And then they said he was like cool, like he was chilling. He was chilling until like he was chilling. Like Rose was chilling. He had a girlfriend, bro was living his life. He had like he was dating a girl for about a year and a half, a year. They was chilling, having fun. And then yeah, and then on top of that, he had a girlfriend and he was obsessed with going, like he wasn't obsessed with going to the gym, but he was a gym head. Like if you like going to the gym, bro, go to the gym. Don't be using your strength for this. Like, come on now. Like he was obsessed with his figure. Like imagine being as like a lot of people are obsessed with how you look every day and constantly working on that. How could you be like in the back of your head focused on murder? And then also they say he was into violent anime. That's what I said at the beginning. He was into anime, but he was into the very violent, like the stuff that you don't like to watch because it's that bad. Like I'm not talking about the regular like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z type of thing. This boy would watch the motherfucking the ones with little hentai in it, a little hint and a little tie in it. Nah, man. Like, nah, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. Nah. Alright, so he meets this girl named Lindsay Hawker. Lindsay Hawker is a English teacher. She was a smart girl. Came from it says Middle Land, so don't know, Middle East. She moved to Tokyo to teach at the biggest school in Tokyo. So she wasn't lacking nothing, bro. She was up there in intelligence. So don't think you not too smart to get finessed by these motherfucking killers, bro. Don't think you too smart. Don't think you watching that Jeffrey Dahmer and be like, Jeffrey wouldn't get me. Like these people are smart too. Even though they don't got the degrees, they know how to manipulate. And manipulation is a crazy tool when it's used correctly, when you know how to do it. So come to find out, they ended up meeting on a train. And they was chatting it up, blah blah blah. He told her he was an English teacher. He wasn't. Bro wasn't no English teacher. Bro went to college and still didn't get no degree for English. Like Jesus Christ. And then so they got the little connection and all. She bikes off and leaves. Come to find out, he chases her down and asks for her number, email number, all that. Needed all that. He wrote all that down. And so we're gonna fast forward because they're in between, like I don't know if they chatted or what. We don't got all that. He didn't tell that part of the story. So fast forward into Hawker and Tat meeting each other. They meet at a cafe, and I'm pretty sure the cafe meeting went pretty good, pretty bad. It didn't go bad because after the meeting, she agreed to go back to his apartment, which was 100 yards away from the cafe. I understand, like, you don't want to go home, you still want to have fun, but like that's your first time meeting dude. Like, how you go back to his house? Come on now, you got to be smarter than that. You a teacher, like not even that, like not even a teacher, like you just got to be aware of your surroundings, y'all. Especially nowadays. This was in 07. This is 07. It's 2022. You definitely shouldn't be going to people's house the first time you meet them. That's no go. Like, no go. Anyway. So after they go back to his house, they go inside. She tells she had a plan to not stay because she told the taxi driver to stay downstairs and wait for her. And y'all know the meter's running. So you need to go up them stairs, do your little kiss and go goodbye. Ain't no Uber shit. You think the Uber don't get paid for waiting? Taxis get paid for waiting. So the taxi ended up leaving. You know how much a taxi driver got to be mad for him to leave, yo? Like he might have not got paid. So he left. The taxi driver left. So I would say I think they say a week or two later there was like stanky smells coming from the house and everything, and people wanted to know Where's the, maybe where's the English teacher? Like, she ain't showed up. She ain't been chatting with nobody. She ain't hit nobody back. And come to find out, he was already gone. That man, this is crazy, man. Apparently, I didn't add that to the story at the beginning. That would have been a great thing to add. Dude was a black belt in probably jujitsu, taekwondo, all of that. Not trying to stereotype now, but you should know that more than half of the population of Tokyo knows some type of black belt. Like, know some. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. So he attacked her. He beat her. Kicked her, punched her, nigga, she was probably fighting for her life till no end. And I guess the police say it was a long, gruesome attack, like horrible attack. They said that he strangled her at the end of it and broke the cartilage of her neck. So bros was stepping on the back of her neck during the process. How sick can you be, bro? Like, how you get like satisfaction from that? And then after he was done, this is so crazy. After he was done beating her and strangling her, he shaved her head and put her in soil, chopped her up, put her in soil in his bathtub. In the bathtub. On the balcony of the apartment. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, are you stupid, dumb, or retarded? Crazy. Here's gonna get crazy, bro. So, like I said, it took a couple days, like 2 days, 3 days for them to find him. You would never, because she's a teacher, like, come on now. And she probably told somebody she was going out with him, because she's not that stupid. She's not, like, come on now. So 2 days pass, 2-3 days, like I said. The people, I guess the people that knew about it called the police, and they went to his apartment, and this was like before, like, they already had suspicions of him, because they said that he took about 26 trips to hardware stores around town. So I'm not gonna say they had suspicions before, like, they knew she was missing, but obviously it was kind of suspicious that he was buying. So after he planted her in the soil, he had to buy like decomposing items to make sure she, soiled. So he was probably buying the most weirdest stuff to trigger stuff. But like I said, it's older times, so like stuff like this don't trigger. People just think he has a science project at home. So if you continue into the story and really look and travel into the story, he kind of put up a fight when the police came to his door, but it was more of a fact that he knew that they was gonna find out, because how fast could you bury, like, so dude came outside and bro came outside and bare feet, which is very weird for, if you know, Japanese culture and all. They don't wear shoes inside, so the shoes would be outside of his door. So he came out barefoot with a sack. And so after he showed them he's walking towards them, bro steps towards the police and takes the fuck off. Do y'all hear me? Bro does the dash barefoot with a sack. And so he took off, and they couldn't catch him because they had no walkie-talkies in Tokyo police force. Are you fucking? That is the craziest escape. People were probably escaping from Tokyo police off crazy. And then they said he found a pair of shoes zigzagging through the town. So bro stole somebody's shoes and ran from the police after he killed somebody. That somebody need to be fired. Somebody need to be fired. So after dude runs, y'all wouldn't believe this. Y'all wouldn't believe this. So after he did the dash on the police, bro was on the run. On the run. They couldn't find him. They couldn't find him. For some reason, this dude was able to escape from the police and not be found. That is so insane. It's not like 19 something. It's 2008, my dude. It's 2008. Actually, it's 2000. Yeah, it's 2008. Hey. So, come to find out, no, it's 2007. It's 2007. Boom. So, 2007, we still in 2007. I'm gonna keep you out there. So, a month later, they finally got a warrant to check his apartment. When they finally got the warrant to check his apartment, everything I just told y'all before, they found her in a little pot, did all that. Her clothes were scattered around the room. Her body parts were spread around the apartment. Only thing that was like in the soil and all was like I think like her torso, like a lot of things. Like bros was like having a time with her body. Like, you're weird. Like, you're so weird. And so we're gonna go. So the wanted poster was put out for him, in which they believe that he had her, like some of her remains in that sack that he was carrying, but they don't know for what reason and why he took the sack of soil with the half of her remains or whatever. Like, I guess I don't know. So we fast forward to when they were doing their investigation. So months went by. Everyone's hearing about the case. The case is going crazy. The case is going crazy. It's ramping up production. People are seeing the wanted posters, everything. They have drawings of him. They know they literally seen the dude when he walked out the house, so they know what he looks like. And so they're doing their investigation. They find out that he has a male sexual partner that his girlfriend never knew about. This whole time he still has his girlfriend. I don't know if his girlfriend broke up with him after this, but like, he still had a girlfriend. And they said that his male sexual partner didn't know what he was talking about, and that they said that that he was just like he was just like a friend or whatever. And so it says that then like time went by, and you know how cases like they can't find somebody, so it's early years, so when they can't find somebody, they kind of like fades away. But the father and the family ended up flying to Tokyo to figure out what was going on with their daughter, like what was going on with the investigation. And the police said that he might have committed suicide, and the father like called that complete like bullshit. Like, they're trying to like play down the situation, and they weren't trying to like talk to them, because they're from the Middle Eastern, like British. They're British. So time goes by and they get tips, hot tips, like TI. They give out tips, and they gave tips out. People, they went to the locations. They seen them in the Philippines. They seen them back in Tokyo. They seen them in so many places, but they never got them. And there was one moment in, I would say, they said of June 2009, the police got a tip that he was arrested in another country, I'm pretty sure, and he was employed for 14 months. And so when they found word of that, we about to go pack this dude up. Like, the boy's a murderer. We don't pack boy up. So he got word of them trying to pack him up, and that's how crazy times, like, time, you can't even say times were. It wasn't that. It was 12 years ago, I would say. Times were different, basically. That's how you know times were a little bit different, because between June of them finding out that he had a full-time job and he had worked there for about 14 months now, from June to November, bro was able to get plastic surgery. Bro got cosmetic surgery. He changed his cheeks. He changed his eyelids. He changed his lips. He even changed his height, bruh. His height. That's so crazy. You know he changed his name to like Yakashima or some shit. Like, come on, bruh. So they found out that he tried to perform the plastic surgery on himself previous. So that probably was July, August, September, October. Like right then he was trying to do it on himself. But then he had to go to the some place, some clinic, you know, anybody would do anything. I would be like, bro, no, I'm not doing that. Some clinic, and they fixed him. They fixed his face. They made sure he was right. They like got him right. Like I'm gonna put a picture up there, but they made sure he didn't look the same. So they ended up getting another tip from the 4th to the 10th. They got the tip on about the 5th. So we're going to fast forward again. So time went by. After the plastic surgery, he thought he was cool. So 6 days went by. 6 days, bro. And you thought plastic surgery was gonna work? Come on now. He was captured in Osaka. See, told you he went back to Tokyo. And he was trying to attempt a ferry back to another part of, you know, the town he was in. I can't pronounce the name, sorry. And then that's when the police thought he was gonna sit there and, you know, confess, you know, during the interrogation. But the police were just like so confused. Like you could see like the whole case was so confusing, because imagine looking for someone and they changed their whole identity and people still know who you are. That means it didn't work, buddy. It did not work. And then like, look at this, like, look, it didn't even change. Like his face didn't even change from what he used to look like. His face was the same. It looked a little bit different, but plastic surgery, unless you get facial reconstruction, like completely, like rip off your nose, your cheeks, your eyes, your lips, everything, you wasn't trying to go the whole nine. You was just trying to like finesse it. So that's what you get for doing it yourself, first of all, because nigga, how can you? Anyway, it took him 23 days of being detained without being charged or nothing to him confess. He confessed. He confessed. Like bro started singing like fucking 6ix9ine, and it says he initially was charged for abandoning a body. Like he abandoned the body. How are you charged for abandoning a body, not killing him? And then served 2 more warrants for rape and murder after the fact. They figured out that he raped and murdered her. So why the biggity freak did he get charged for abandoning a body but not murder? That makes no sense to me. But then I guess they picked it all up. Like I guess they figured it out was him. And then, you know, like I don't know how this works, but you know, everyone gets a fair trial. So his attorney, he had a lawyer, he had everything. He had attorney, lawyer. He probably didn't pay for it. It's probably free, but he didn't want to speak to them. He didn't want to speak to them. He didn't want to talk to nobody. And only way he was avoiding the death penalty at this point is if he spoke. So they said, if you don't speak, you will get the death penalty. And I guess he opened his mouth, because bro, anyway, but the trial went on. You know, we got, you know, you gotta wait a while for you know, murder trial. They gotta get all the evidence, which, you know, should have all the evidence already. But on 2 months later, well, a month later, in December, the lawyer announced that he had knowledge that he was involved. Like the lawyer told them that his client was involved with the murder, because obviously you might as well just confess now, bro. You did whole plastic surgery. You can't say you didn't do it. You can't say you didn't do it, bro. You can't say you didn't do it. Come on. And, you know, he did the little basic, you know, murderer shit. Like, I didn't intend on killing her, blah, blah, blah. We got into a scuffle. No, you beat her to a pulp and killed her. And fucking tried to soil her. Like, you're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. But then... this is where, like, the story gets... like, it's every other story. Like, there should be automatic, like, pending death penalty if you kill somebody, because obviously you didn't care about their life, so we should just wish you away too. But it's not how life works. So he was sentenced to life in prison. He was on the death penalty list, which was only 10 people on there, but somehow he ain't make the list. Like, bro got shipped off the list. Like, I never seen that. Bro got taken off the death penalty list. So, like I said, another dude that's not gonna die for somebody else dying. Like, but let's get back to it. So, after he sentenced, all that, everything, he right now, as of 2022, is sitting in prison for a life term. And I feel like that's not enough. Like, the family still, like, I won't see my, like, they won't see their daughter for the rest of their lives. So that means you shouldn't be seeing, like, you shouldn't see, like, nothing. Like, you should be done. Like, you should be done, bro. Done. And I don't know, y'all. It's just, the story was so interesting until, like, I got, like, saying it out loud to y'all, it's really hurt. Like, it's a crazy story. But thanks for tuning in for my story time. I really know how to end these. I really don't watch a lot of murder mystery. Like, shout out to, you know, Bailey. You feel me? But, you know, I'm gonna hit y'all with another story about I'll come up with something. It'd probably be a personal story. Should I do a personal Halloween story? We'll see. Cause I got some crazy Halloween stories. Yeah. But if you liked the video, if you didn't like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the next one. Well, wait, don't get into the next one. No, wait, I'm gonna cut this out.